Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your October 2023 horoscope reading. Okay, so I haven't been here in a while, and I'm really glad to be back. I had to take time off and get some things done, and prioritize a little differently for a while, so glad to be back and up and running. I've missed you guys, so it's really great to be back. All right, so these are the cards we're going to use as our core cards for the foundation of our reading. Just going to adjust my camera a little bit there. And then I want to touch on 3 key dates for the month of October. Okay, number one being that Friday the 13th we have this month. Very interesting that we would have a Friday the 13th in October. I'm excited about that. Usually everybody's like, oh, Friday the 13th, it's such an unlucky day. It's such a, people that are superstitious are freaking out about this day, but really the number 13 in general has a very spiritual meaning. It's about a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. So that death and rebirth, very karmic, deeply karmic. So it carries the vibrations of your good karma coming back to, the good karma you put out, you'll get back, and vice versa. It's also, excuse me, loaded with divine feminine energy. So you may feel a little in touch with your feelings more, a little more sensitive that day as well. But it is also a number about personal growth and getting you put on the right path. So hopefully for most of you, Friday the 13th is a good day. Okay, so then we have the very next day, the 14th, which is our Ring of Fire solar eclipse. We have a very unique celestial alignment during that time. The sun, the moon, and the earth are all going to converge, okay? And they're going to create this annular solar eclipse, which annular means that the moon will not be entirely obscuring the sun, okay? So you will see that sun behind the moon causing that ring of fire. It's also our new moon as well. So a lot of things going on that day. This eclipse will be in Libra, which is an air sign. Libra is ruled by our 7th house of partnerships and planet of Venus. Yeah, the planet of love. So how you interact with others in romantic or business partnerships, as well as contracts and negotiations, will really be the theme for the month, as well as that 7th house of partnerships being called the house of relationships or the house of balance. Okay. Then on the 28th, later in the month, we have a lunar eclipse. So a lot of things happening this month, planetary-wise. On the 28th, this lunar eclipse is going to urge us to embrace our transformations and kind of like emerge from the ashes, like the phoenix rising, okay? So new paths, new things coming in. So very informative, very busy month, rather, that way. And we're going to take our jumper. Okay, I always take each deck and carefully shuffle prior to camera so we don't have to do too many of the too much shuffling during our readings. We can just kind of get right into it. Okay, so the first one that popped out for you guys, service. I feel good when I can help others. Yeah, this seems to be a card that shows up a lot during my readings lately. I think that humanitarian-wise, we're looking at the collective or everybody as a whole really coming together to help each other lately. It seems to be kind of the vibration we're getting. And surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay, so maybe you feel more in control when you are helping others. Aquarius, maybe you're having difficulty lately with the fact that you did surrender. Maybe it was the wrong time for you, or maybe you need to stop helping people that aren't good for you or people that aren't helping you back. Okay, it could be so many different things, as you guys are each on different paths, and so being that it's a collective reading, you guys will know what resonates with you best in your life. So just leave the rest behind. All right, so we're going to dive deeper with some tarot. And I've been shuffling these for quite some time prior to our reading, so I don't feel the need to overdo it. And let's see what we've got coming in. All right, Knight of Cups. The shadow side. Queen of Cups. Interesting. Okay. So, when you get the King of, or I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups, this is a Pisces man, usually. Okay, that's what this card really refers to, is a Pisces man. Okay, it doesn't have to be. But he's a romantic, intuitive person with blonde hair, green or blue eyes. He may be arriving soon into your life. Okay, this card really often represents a sensitive, gentlemanly type man. Okay, and it doesn't have to be a man; it could be a woman if guys are watching or whatever. He's perceptive, empathic, and maybe a little reserved. He carefully protects his feelings, and he doesn't make like any quick decisions. Okay, he feels things out. The Knight of Cups characterizes someone who's faithful and true. Okay, he believes in honor, so he could be like the best friend for you to have. Trying to get my camera back in focus. There we go. He's definitely probably loved once and loved really deeply, or he will. So he's very loyal. And this card often turns up when there's about to be a proposition, okay, or a tryst. This card kind of symbolizes movement. It could be for travel or a kind of empathetic act. So expect romance, visions of what's to come, maybe in dreams, a new and creative opportunity. The challenge now that comes with this cup, though, the Knight of Cups, is that it's asking you, like, will you kind of go with the flow? Or are you going to, like, see what will be or look for a vision of your future love? So maybe this is about love for you guys. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just helping somebody out. Maybe this person's coming in to help you. It's hard to say because everybody's, like I said, everybody's path is different. But it could be a proposition in romance or dreams coming in, a quest. It's a movement card, and it possibly could be movement and or travel. Okay, so then you get this shadow side. Now, when you get this in a reading, this it could be that you are allowing somebody else to have power over you or a situation. Okay, somebody else, someone or something has power over you. This person could be full of high drama or an in-law from hell or the boss you cannot please, right? It could be your partner. It could be anybody. All right, but or it could be any situation. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person. But this person who can walk into the room and just ruin your day because you let them, because they're there in your presence, right? Break down those chains and kind of walk out of the shadows. Stop giving away your power if that's what you're doing, okay? Know that you're strong. What is important to remember is that you can break free of your reaction anytime you want. So it's time to embrace that shadow side of your personality and to really look your fears in the face. Come to terms with whatever is holding you back and work to find balance and courage, okay? So again, defending yourself from some type of person or situation that you may have let have power over you. Knowing that you can change it and overcoming that fear so that you emerge victorious. Kind of like we're talking about with that rising of the phoenix, right? And it's associated with Capricorn. So this could be a Capricorn that is like really getting to you, okay? And it doesn't have to be, but the card is associated with Capricorn. All right, so now we get the Queen of Cups, and I find this interesting. You've got a lot of cups energy coming in. This could signify you, all right? Maybe not. Maybe this is you, the Knight of Cups. It depends. This does not have to be biologically correct when it comes to male, female. But this represents usually a woman who is mystical and empathic and sensual. She is very loving and emotional, okay? A water sign woman, which could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. She's a natural I would say she's a bit of a natural witch. This card kind of denotes like a gifted psychic or a woman of strong intuitive talents. Okay. Physically, this card may represent a fair woman with blonde hair or blue-green eyes. But this card has been linked to the High Priestess card as well. So they're both kind of with that feminine power and intuition. But when this card comes up in a reading, remember that all psychic talents are affected by emotion. So the message here is reflection. Calm your emotions and be loving and gentle and allow healing to kind of wash over you right now and bring visions into your world. So, what people don't realize is we're all born gifted, okay? We have this ability, and whether we use it or not, some of us are born with that part of our brains just very open, like I was. Some of us have to work at it to really learn how to do such. Once my website is up and running at happyconnecting.net, because I'm having difficulties right now with it, once that's up and running, you can check out the blogs tab, and there's a whole thing about opening clairvoyance and such under the blogs tab there. But this card is really here to remind you about emotional healing, and that you may very well have the gifts of clairvoyance and be empathetic or very full of empathy, or have you may be an empath. Okay, so, and maybe that's why you love to help others so much. But if you surrender, see, this shadow side and surrender go beautiful together, because it's like, yes, I'm giving up my power to someone else who's really just driving me crazy right now, right? This person that you're letting have power over you could be, you're allowing it, you're letting it, you surrendered and gave in because I don't know why. So it's like some reason you have to figure out why you let that bother you, but try to find a way to work around it. Or maybe it's just that you don't know this person that good, and maybe you need to be a little more empathetic and kind of get to know them, and they won't do that so much to you anymore. All right, let's bring in some Moon Oracle and see what else we've got coming in. What else does Spirit want you to know about this situation? And like I said, it's going to be different for everybody. And I feel like that Service card goes really good with the Knight of Cups, because I feel like you have somebody coming in to kind of assist you or help you, and it could be a relationship. It really could. It could be that this is you, that's him or her, and you guys got some things to work out. Maybe you have to start, come out of the shadows and break out and talk about what's really bothering you. So it's so different for everybody because you're all on your own path. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what other energy or what we have being told. Okay, the answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini. So yeah, that could be very significant as well. Everything you're looking to achieve or accomplish, you're going to get those answers soon. And you are good enough. So yeah, full moon in Virgo. So maybe you really feel like this person is not, you just, maybe you're jealous of them. Maybe that's why they get on your nerves the minute they show their face. It's just like they're so overly beautiful, or they're so really talented or smart, or maybe you feel threatened. This is somebody in your circle of friends, and you feel that your mate is going to leave you for this person. And so that's why they really get in under your skin. But you are good enough. No matter what happens in the situation, just remember that, okay? That is the message Spirit wants you to know. No matter what the situation is, you are good enough and you will get through it. All right, so let's pull in some Vision of the Soul cards. And I really want to see what you guys need to learn about, or be taught from your spirit guides. Okay, let's see what they want you to know. Spiritual power number 31. I like that. Okay, 3, solar plexus. All right, so some of you may have your solar plexus blocked, and maybe that's something you need to work on. But let's start with 31. And I kind of like how you have this 313 theme going on. You can check out the number 313. You could Google it. You can look up angel numbers. That might be very significant to you guys. Let's see. Okay, so spiritual power. When you get this card, it's about spiritual power, right? Strength, passion, groundingness, transmutation, wholeness. Okay, so you have this capacity to expand into a into the limitlessness, which is a hard word to say, of your soul through embracing your passion that feeds your soul. So the flames of passion fuel the strength and commitment, right, that you make to your soul, in acknowledging its gifts fully and bringing them forth into the world. And gifts could be that psychic talent, that psychic ability you're not using. Maybe that's something you need to really embrace and bring out more. So by doing so, you're really going to empower others to do the same, bringing out that spark, that passion in you, bringing to an end of that stale and old and negative, energy you need to make way for new growth and new life, basically. So that circle of life coming full circle, like we were talking about on Friday the 13th, that energy. Do not lose sight right now of synchronicities that are guiding you, because I feel like you are going to really get clear and focused commitment, which is needed kind of right now for you guys. All right, so I really feel like if you embrace these gifts, you will feel like this empowerment. You'll feel more connected with yourself. It's something that maybe some of you really need to do or really need to work on. Okay, solar plexus. Now, obviously, our solar plexus is a chakra that is associated with the color yellow, the element of fire, right, and the geometry of a triangle. So, this, when it's blocked, will take away when it's blocked, you'll have self-consciousness, right? You'll have confusion and insecurity. You may be a workaholic. You'll feel inferior. So that is what we go back to, this shadow side. Maybe it's personal within yourself, and that's why you're having difficulty with someone or something feeling empowerment over you, because your solar plexus is your chakras blocked right now. Once that's unblocked, you're going to have confidence and strength and skill and joy, okay? You are no longer expected to stay small. So every single sediment being has the right to fully express themselves, right? And living the life that they were created to live, or the life they created for themselves. But it's really time for you to step into that power. And I was just saying this, so it's kind of significant, or the synchronicities are there, but that power must really kind of be like brought through your heart and not the ego. Okay, so find your bliss in life, and that allows you to confidently and courageously step into your place of power. So do what you love, but not what socially, is deemed correct. What is acceptable for you. That's really all that matters. I mean, if you are in a relationship with somebody, you may take their feelings into account, but remember, you are you. Okay, no one but yourself truly knows what brings you the inner joy that feeds your soul and fills your heart. So you may need to take some time and find out what really truly makes you happy, but never stop seeking new ways to discover and express that. Okay, maybe somebody is really just like not allowing you to be yourself, and that's where you're having this issue, why you feel inferior and why you feel blocked. And so that made a lot of sense. Gain back your personal power and your spiritual power. Okay, and I want to leave you with a final 2 messages from Archangel Michael and your guides and your angels, and kind of see what is it that you need to know about this whole situation. So maybe you did surrender, right? We have surrender as one of our cards for our core energy cards, right? Surrender and service. So maybe you really just like gave up your entire life to help somebody else, and in the midst, they gained control over you, and just you kind of lost yourself. You were too busy helping someone else. And if that's the case, maybe somebody's going to step in to help you. And maybe you just really need to remember who you are again. Okay, so let's see what final two messages you get. Sense of humor. Thank you for helping me see the humor in this situation so that I can lovingly laugh at Mother Nature, or I'm sorry, human nature, and I'm willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. Yeah. Spiritual power, solar plexus, that old going out, the new coming in. That circle of life, you've got that coming back. And you know what? I think this Knight of Cups energy, if you have somebody coming in, is really going to bring you everything you're looking for. But first, you need to find it within yourself, okay? Don't depend on somebody else to make you happy because that's not what's going to work. It will for a while, but it doesn't last. The best thing you can do is find happiness within yourself. Then you can give it to someone else as well, right? But I think maybe this person is going to come in and help you. Pay attention to your dreams. Sorry, I have my battery getting low here, so my light went off. Really quickly, thank you for tucking me into bed at night and helping me enjoy a wonderful, restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand this situation and on a spiritual level and give me guidance. Yeah, and we're talking about spiritual levels. We are talking about that spiritual power. So there you have it. Those are your messages. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for stopping by. I hope that you regain your power and find your strength in this month. And as always, happy connecting.